Not Justin Bieber liking comments under his 2016 post featuring Selena Gomez in 2026. This comes just days after Hailey dropped her 2016 photo dump. I remember when he posted this, guys. And underneath that photo, 16 hours ago, someone had left this comment. And you guys see there, Justin Bieber liked this comment. I decided to do my due diligence and actually go to the 2016 post on Justin Bieber's profile. Guys, I had to scroll forever. There are now so many new comments under this post. We eventually got there. As you can see, guys, liked by author.
Hailey Bieber is not just annoyed, she is completely humiliated over what Justin just did. After she and her husband Justin Bieber reportedly got into an argument, he went back and liked a comment under an old 2016 photo of him kissing his ex, Selena Gomez. And this was not some harmless emoji comment. It was a comment claiming that he and Selena Gomez are forever soulmates. That is not small. That is loud. And let's be real, Justin knows how the internet works. He knows people track his every move. The second that like popped up, screenshots started flying. Fan pages reposted it. Comment sections exploded. People were tagging Hailey non-stop. It instantly turned into, why would he do that? And is he sending a message? The timing made it worse because it allegedly came right after a disagreement between him and Hailey. That makes it feel intentional to a lot of people. Now we have to talk about this 2016 throwback trend. The internet has been in full nostalgia mode lately. Everyone is digging up old photos, old captions, old vibes. Even celebrities are jumping in. Justin's old posts from that era have been resurfacing like crazy. But out of all the posts he could have interacted with, it was that one. The kissing photo, the Selena moment. That is what has fans raising eyebrows. And for anyone who does not understand how Instagram works, when you like someone's comment, it is visible. It is not private. If someone comments, you two are forever soulmates and you like it, people see that as agreement. You do not have to type anything. That tiny heart says enough. So when Justin tapped that like button, whether it was emotional, petty, or accidental, it spoke volumes online. Hailey has already spent years being compared to Selena. Every photo, every outfit, every public appearance gets dissected. So this situation feels like pouring gasoline on an old fire. People immediately started saying Hailey must be furious. Others said she must feel embarrassed. Some even questioned why Justin would risk putting her in that position again. And what makes it even messier is that Justin did not clarify anything right away. No statement, no explanation. Just silence while the internet built its own narrative. When you are this famous, silence can be louder than words. Now fans are split. Some think it was a simple mistake, others believe it was calculated. But one thing is clear. This one tiny action reopened a chapter people thought was closed, and the drama is just getting started. Let's slow this down even more because the layers here are wild. Yes, people like comments all the time. That part is basic social media behavior. But context is everything. When you are Justin Bieber, nothing you do online is casual. Every tap is watched. Every move gets screen recorded. So when he liked that specific comment under that specific Selena Gomez photo, it hit different. Then you scroll. Then you tap. That is a like. Then you scroll. Then you tap. That is a process. And fans are saying that process makes it feel deliberate, not accidental. And remember, this was not a random throwback selfie. This was a romantic photo of him and Selena Gomez kissing. That image represents one of the most talked about celebrity relationships of the last decade. Their relationship had breakups, reunions, songs written about each other, public drama. It was emotional history in real time. So anything tied to that era already carries serious weight. Now add the comment, "Vivan los novios." Translation, "Long live the newlyweds." That is celebratory. That is romantic. That is not neutral. It paints them as a couple that should still be celebrated. When Justin liked that, people felt like he validated the sentiment. Even if he did not write it himself, the like feels like approval in the eyes of the public. Some fans are trying to defend him, saying maybe he did not fully understand the phrase, but let's be real. In 2026, translation is one click away. And even if he did not personally translate it, his team is sharp. He knows headlines form over tiny details. So the "he didn't know" argument is not landing for a lot of people. And here's the part that keeps getting louder. Those old Selena posts are still sitting on his page. Years later, married to Hailey, still there. Some say it's about preserving memories and not erasing the past. Others think it shows unfinished emotional business. When you combine that with liking a comment that praises them as newlyweds, it becomes more than nostalgia. It becomes suspicious in the eyes of fans. Hailey has already faced endless comparisons. People constantly bring up Selena in her comments. They compare outfits, interviews, even facial expressions. So when Justin interacts with content that keeps that narrative alive, it does not just affect him, it reflects on her. It puts her back in a triangle she did not create. And let's not ignore the timing. Reports say this happened after Justin and Hailey had some kind of disagreement. That detail adds fuel to the speculation. Was it petty? Was it emotional? Was it a subtle way to get under her skin, or was it truly random? The internet is split, but most agree it looks messy. What makes it even louder is the silence. No quick correction, no clarification, no liked by mistake, just quiet. And when celebrities stay quiet, fans fill in the blanks themselves. That is when rumors grow legs. At this point, it is not even about Selena directly. It is about respect, optics, and timing. One tiny heart on Instagram has now reopened years of history, comparisons, and unresolved fan wars. And the internet is not letting this slide anytime soon. A lot of people keep saying Justin is just a chaotic poster. They compare him to Britney Spears, saying he goes on emotional posting streaks, drops random throwbacks, writes captions that feel cryptic, then disappears again. The idea is that he probably does not even scroll back through his own page. Maybe he forgets what is still up. Maybe he is not thinking strategically at all. But here is the problem. When you are Justin Bieber, you do not get the luxury of being careless online. Every post has history. Every old photo has context. And when that context includes one of the most talked about exes in pop culture, it becomes sensitive. So even if he personally sees it as just an old post, the world does not. Fans have memories. They connect timelines. They replay interviews. Nothing exists in isolation. Then the comment section started getting emotional. One person wrote that Hailey is one of the strongest women they have ever seen for staying through all this. Another comment went as far as saying, "Hailey, if you're reading this, please leave and take the child." That is intense. That is dramatic. And yes, on the surface, it seems extreme over one liked comment. But people are reacting to what they believe is a pattern, not just a single tap. And this is where Selena Gomez enters the deeper narrative again. For many fans, she is still seen as the one who got away. That label has stuck for years. Their relationship was not quiet. It was public, emotional, messy, romantic, painful. He wrote music about her. He went through dark phases during and after that relationship. Fans watched him unravel and rebuild in real time. Now add Benny Blanco to the mix. Benny was not just some random collaborator. He worked with Justin closely during periods when Justin was creating music tied to heartbreak and personal struggles. When artists make songs about love and loss, especially with the same producer in the room, that bond becomes personal. It is not just business, it is vulnerability. So when Benny later formed a serious relationship with Selena Gomez, it felt surreal to fans. The same person who sat with Justin while he processed losing Selena is now romantically connected to her. That creates a strange emotional triangle in the public imagination, even if the people involved have moved on privately. Think about the layers. Justin once poured his heart out about Selena while working with Benny. Years later, Benny is publicly in love with Selena, and now Justin is married to Hailey, but still has old romantic photos of Selena on his page. Then he likes a comment calling him and Selena newlyweds. Even if it was random, it lands heavy because of all that history. For Hailey, the pressure must feel nonstop. She has spent years being compared to Selena. Social media constantly pits them against each other. Every outfit, every interview clip, every subtle expression gets analyzed. So when Justin interacts with content that feeds that old storyline, it does not just stay online. It follows her into headlines and fan debates. This is why people are not calm about it. It is not about one heart icon, it is about emotional residue that the internet refuses to let die. It is about unfinished narratives fans are still obsessed with. And when you stack all these connections together, the songs, the producer, the ex, the marriage, the timing, it stops looking like a simple mistake and starts looking like something much more complicated. And the tension is only building from here. Even though a lot of fans romanticize Justin and Selena Gomez, I honestly cannot picture them together in today's world. They feel like two completely different people now. Different paths, different growth, different circles. That chapter feels old. But clearly, the internet does not think it is old enough to stop bringing it back up. The reactions online were brutal. One person said, "Watch, Justin will claim he was hacked. Again." That right there shows how little patience people have left for excuses. Another person called out the irony, saying Hailey has been calling critics losers for questioning her marriage, while Justin is out here liking comments that stir the pot. That contrast made the situation look even worse. And then someone else reminded everyone, he's married with a baby. That line hit hard because it brings everything back to reality. This is not teenage drama anymore. This is a grown man with a family. Once Justin saw the buzz explode, he quietly went back and unliked the comment. And honestly, that move might have made it worse. Because now it looks reactive. It looks like he saw the headlines and tried to clean it up. When you undo something only after it goes viral, it feels less like a mistake and more like damage control. The screenshots were already out. The blogs had already posted. The conversation was already loud. The Shade Room and other outlets amplified it, which meant millions more people saw it. And from that moment, Hailey was the one getting dragged. Jokes, memes, shady comments, people questioning her self-respect. That part is harsh. Whether you like her or not, being publicly embarrassed on that level has to sting. Some fans genuinely believe he did it to hurt her. That is where the narrative gets dark. They think it was not accidental, not clueless, but intentional. A subtle flex. A reminder that he still holds power over a storyline that includes two women constantly compared against each other. That theory suggests something deeper might be happening behind closed doors. For everyone to wake up, see it, and for everyone to wake up, see it, and react. It is hard to imagine he liked that comment, went about his day smiling, hung out like nothing happened, and went to sleep peacefully knowing Hailey would eventually see it blowing up online. That timing is what makes people suspicious. It feels calculated to some. Like he knew the impact it would have. Like he understood she would wake up to headlines and comments and comparisons all over again. And if that is the case, that is not just messy. That is hurtful. Now I want to know what you think. Was this a careless mistake that got blown out of proportion? Or does it feel intentional to you? Do you think he should delete all the old Selena posts to avoid this happening again? Or is keeping them up just part of respecting his past? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this situation is layered and everyone sees it differently. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who has been following this drama. And of course, comment your take below because I read everything. I'll see you on the next one.